Hello everybody. So today we are going to learn the topic client administration. So in this topic we will be first knowing the concept of client and how to create the client copy, what are the types of client copies and how one should perform local client copy and remote client copy. So a client is nothing but an independent business unit within an R/3 system. It is an organizational and legal entity in the SAP system. As if in the slide there are 3 clients, 100, 200, 300. So I have given like 100 for a development client, 200 for quality and 300 for production client. So client is basically in a physical SAP system, there can be multiple clients in each of the system of SAP system landscape. So every client has its own user data. So as you've seen, like in every client there could be more users. In the production client there will be less users, as it divided like which users can access to development, which users are allowed the access to quality and production. So the main objective of the client is to keep the data isolated, right? All the business management data is protected here because other clients cannot access them. The data in a client can be only visible within that client. I mean, like if you want to see the data of client 100 and 200, you cannot. It won't be visible. Okay. So the data in a client can only be visible within that client. Now, data in the R/3 are classified as client dependent and client independent. So when the SAP objects are just used by only one client, those are defined as a client dependent data. Okay. And for example, users, customizing, etc. So there are some objects as ABAP programs which are used by all the clients in SAP system. Then those objects we call it as a client independent data. So hope you have understood the difference between client dependent and client independent. So client dependent is nothing but if you are using the objects only within the client. Okay. And if you are using the objects created by ABAPers which are used by all the clients, then we call it as a client independent. So if you want to know whether a table is a client dependent or independent, how are you going to figure it out? So you can search that in a field MANT. We call it MANDT. This is a MANT which you can get the information whether the client is dependent or not. Okay. So the client dependent tables always include the client field MANDT. Okay. So if there is a MANDT, then you can easily say that this is a client dependent. Okay. As I said, like client is nothing but a 3-digit number. Okay. So SAP comes with some pre-configured clients, as I was discussing in my earlier sessions, that SAP, when you install it, by default give you 3 clients. What are those? 000, 001 and 066. So these are the pre-configured clients. And client 00 is considered to be a SAP reference client and contains the client independent data of R/3. So special admin tasks are performed here as user SAP star and DDIC. So as you know already that super users are SAP Star and DDIC. Similarly, client 001 is a copy of client 000, with the difference being that the data is client dependent. So you do not have to change any settings here. It should remain standard. So this is a copy of client 000. So whenever after new installation, both 000 and 001 clients are identical, but after an upgrade, okay, the 000 will have an additional customizing data. So a lot of customers sites does not use 001 client at all. So what is client 066? 066 is for SAP Early Watch service. This client enables SAP to remotely access the customer system. So SAP provides the service to the customer to improve the system performance. So that's why client 066 should not be changed or deleted from the system. So this is meant for only SAP to remotely access to your system. Apart from these three pre-configured clients, you will see some more clients from SAP depending upon the add-on installed, right? For example, if the company is having like IS oil, okay, is being installed, then all the IS oil related activities are done through the client 065. Okay, so this is very important concept that you have to know. So I will take an example. Here say client and name and the description. Okay, so this is how you are seeing if you want to design a client. Okay, initially when the SAP installation has been done, then you have to create some clients for development, quality and production. So here you will be seeing like how are you going to design those things. So let us take 200 client. Okay, that we take that 200 client is for customization. Okay, so this is for customizing or for development activities. Okay, similarly I will take one more client, say 210. This client we will create for sandbox. Okay, and we will create one more client 220. Say we create this for test purpose. Okay, for any development testing, once you do that customization, you have to test, right? So this is, you have to create 220. Then let us take one more client. Okay, and this is one more testing. In some companies they will want to do one more testing called quality assurance testing. Okay, and similarly 310 for training purpose. So for end user training we will create this client. Okay, and lastly we will create a 400 for what? Production. So here you see, like during SAP system implementation, many different clients might be required to fulfill different roles in the implementation procedure depending upon the landscape what the company is using. So here as I select 200 client for customizing. So what happened in this client 200, all the application customizing and system development are performed in this client. Okay, so the system configuration of this client can be transported to test, QTST, TRNG, and production. Whereas in client 210 sandbox, this is for general test client, initially created as a copy of the client 000. It is refreshed periodically with a copy of the customizing development testing client in a 3-system landscape. So sandbox, usually we take the copy of a development or customizing client, means copy of 200. So in a 1-system and 2-system landscape, the source client for refreshing the SAN is QTST. So if any company having a 2-system landscape, then usually they will refresh the client sandbox, okay, using the QTST. Now the client 220, this is for test purpose, because copies of customizing changes are moved to the test for unit testing. So once you have done the customizing and development, you have to test it in the test server. Okay, so this client 220 you have to create for test purpose. So used for testing the changes made in the customizing development client. Okay, so the person responsible for the customizing or development will perform the testing. Similarly, the client 300 is quality assurance testing. So copies of customizing changes are moved here for system testing. So the testing here is usually performed by a different team. See, so that's why I have created this client 300 and 220. So 220 is usually used by the users who have create and customize that in the 200 client, and here the testing. But for 300, the team will be different for testing. Similarly for 310, as I said, it's for end user training. So end users are trained on the R/3 functionality in this client. So once the changes have been tested and signed off in the quality assurance testing, they can be imported into this client. Lastly but least is production 400. So this client is used for the productive operation of the configured R/3 system. Before production work begins, the system must be loaded with master transaction and historical data. So this is a concept. This is how in every company they create the clients according to the landscape they have. So in our next session, we will be learning how to create the client, and we will also be seeing how to copy the client within the system and remotely. Thank you so much. Bye.